Hey everybody, it's Mike from Here the Watchman. I'm excited. I'm out here again. Like behind us, that is not a green screen. That is the real deal. That's just how green it actually is out here. It's beautiful today. We're just loving it. We're here at the Intensive Spiritual Warfare Training workshop that we've put on with Russ Dizdar. We also have Shelly Dizdar, Thomas Dunn, and of course Coach Dave Dobenmeyer. Dave, thanks for taking time out and coming over here to join us.
Glad to be here, Mike. It's been a we say this a lot, right? But this has been a really great focused conference on spiritual warfare. My wife's in there taking all kinds of notes.
Well, this is different because we are, and this is the direction that You're the Watchman is planning on moving going forward into next year. We're, rather than do these big conferences, we're going to do smaller focused conferences.
Amen.
What would you say was the difference between this conference and the big conferences?
The focus. The whole thing has been about spiritual warfare. I'm not criticizing anything.
No, I understand.
I've been a part of these, right?
We're like both talking the same language.
Right, because you go to one of these conferences and one guy's talking about what's going on in Israel, another guy's talking about what's going on in the stars, and another guy's talking about, I mean, a lot of different things, right? Here, man, it's all spiritual warfare focus. What's really going on? Now, some people don't like it, but those who like it, they're going to leave here and they're going to be equipped, and that's why.
But I think the people who come now, I will tell you this: this has been different than we've had at most conferences. Every single person who registered did show up and checked in.
Wow!
Every single one of them.
Wow.
And I think part of that is because, like you said, the focus. So, in other words, if you want to go to a conference and you want to hear about the Nephilim or something like that, then great. That's
right.
what we'll do. And then we can have a bunch of people show up.
More targeted, that's right.
And that, I think, that way we're doing a better job of feeding the flock, so to speak.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
look, you're on target today, and I just personally love your topic. Overcoming the spirit of fear.
The scripture says that God's not given us a spirit of fear, so therefore it is a spirit, isn't it?
It is.
And my experience, Mike, we do a lot of street ministry.
Yeah.
The thing that keeps people back from going on the street or really doing anything, even confronting their family members or confronting friends or bringing it up in church, is fear, right? Well, fear not. How many times does the scripture say, the Lord himself say to us, fear not, or don't be afraid, over and over and over. And so we have to understand that there's nothing wrong with fear. Sometimes it's smart to be afraid. But my old buddy Flip Benham said, you can never stop the butterflies from being in your stomach, but you need to make them fly in formation, right? So it's about overcoming fear. And I think once we find that so much of what appears to be fear is just it's not from the Lord. And once we walk through that veil of fear and get on the other side, say, man. And then it encourages us to go again and do again and speak up again and push back again. And that's where my heart is trying to get people to be more active.
And what's amazing is, the acronym for fear is future events appearing real. And we all do that. We all typically do that. We fear, we think, oh my gosh, I can't take this on because this and this might happen.
That's right.
But that's a big might. I mean, it might happen.
It might not happen.
It might not happen. You don't know. And I would assume that, like what you said with yours, in your street ministry like that you run into that quite often.
Mike, we just dealt with this thing up in Chappaqua where we went to Hillary's house, and people, we had 70-some people that were there, and they'd never done anything like that. And the police pull up, right? And the police pull up, and I went and met the police.
Right.
I didn't wait for them to come to me.
No, right.
I'm not afraid of the police.
Right.
And the people watching were amazed, right? The righteous are as bold as lions. And so we have to have this confidence that we're doing the right thing, the Lord's with us, and act upon it, because that's what he wants us to do. He says how many times? Don't be afraid, right? Have not I commanded you? Be strong and have a good courage. Be not afraid. Be not dismayed. For the Lord thy God is with you wherever you go. In Revelation 21:8, when the Lord lists the ones who are not going to make it into the kingdom, you know who he mentions first? The fearful and the unbelieving. Isn't that something?
Yeah,
the
amen.
Fearful and unbelieving. So
amen
this
to that.
idea of fear has really paralyzed Christians, and there can't be anything more discouraging to the Lord than cowardly Christians. So I want to help people try to get beyond that.
Amen. Well, listen, we're really looking forward to what you've got to deliver today. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this workshop. Folks, Don't miss any of this. Go to hearthewatchmenmen.com. Avail yourself of the DVD set. You can get Russ Disdar's workbook. You can do an on-demand for 6 months, a 6-month subscription to on-demand. Whatever you do,
Don't miss it, man. Don't miss
get it. Yeah,
It's
be
good
a
stuff.
part of it. I mean, it's
Russ is doing just a play-by-play, man.
that's
On how-
what it is.
Yep. On
It's
how you do
laying
it.
the
Here's-
map. The
Here's what it
map's
looks
there.
like. Here's how it operates. Here's how you manifest. It's unbelievable.
And yesterday we saw a woman who released a demonic spirit, and
Yeah.
it was, I mean, she wasn't like on the stage, but it happened, and
It's real.
it was outside, it was real, but it was amazing, and she's here today just filled with the Lord. So
We Christians need to be able to answer that, don't we, Mike? That's it.
without any fear.
Without any fear. That's what the
So-
Bible's about.
We'll see all of you here next time on the Watchman's Report. We got a big day, a lot of stuff going on today. As I always say, don't ever forget there's nothing you can't do with Jesus in your heart except nothing at all. Get out there, get
Go
busy,
for it.
activate your faith.
Amen.
God bless each and every one of you.
Bless you,
We'll see
folks.
you next time on
Thanks,
the
Mike.
Watchman's Report.
Bless you.